I wanna go outside in the rain. People, it's raining outside. I think I'm gonna cry. Hey, Lincoln Jude, Diddy, hey, Diddy. It's raining outside. Look at this shit. Can you see it? Once the rain starts falling on my face, for damn since started yesterday, I know I'm gonna see a better day. Right now I think I'm crying because of you. I'm crying. Don't want you to see me cry. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Go outside. I want to go outside. Hey, people, it's raining like hell up here in San Francisco. In the rain. It may sound crazy. People, all you haters don't like my singing. They always tell me, send me these notes. Oh, your show would be so much better if you stop singing. Don't sing. Do y'all remember when William McRae used to go in there and for the first 3 minutes he was sitting there looking in the camera like this? Didn't look stupid? You got to do something for the couple of minutes, people, till people come on, okay? So please stop sending me hate mail. Was that dramatics? Go outside. I'm confused, people. I am confused. This week I had to give a whole speech about these bitches getting in my business, right? So it feels strange for me to get up in these women's business now. But I have an issue. I'm just seeing the FYEMONSTER. I have ignored her for a couple of days, take a break. I see she's upset because Olivia, the Oracle, has now apologized to help me, Pettyville. What is this girl's name? God damn it. Anyway, she has apologized to the girl. I don't know why I can't get these. Why did I get these blanks? It's been pretty good for the last couple of months, but I get these blanks. Well, it'll come back to me in a minute. Miss Pettyville, she apologized to her. Miss Pettyville is about 30 years old. God, that really frustrates me. What's the lady's name? This Pettyville, please. Brianna Simone. Thank you so much, Don. You understand, honey. You understand. You've dealt with aging parents. Brianna. I say Brianna's name every other day. I don't know why. I just get these freezes. Anyway, so she's apologized to her, not for everything she said. We all know that Miss Olivia, the Oracle, and I have no relationship with any of these ladies. I haven't talked to them. I think I've been on Pettyville once or twice, but we haven't talked or anything. But right is right and wrong is wrong, right? So we know that Olivia had a moment this week, or what are we at? And hi, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, Brianna. That's Brianna telling me her own name. Brianna. My name is Brianna. Thank you. Excuse me. Anyway, Olivia was having a moment, right? And she might have been a little bit out of line. She's going off on a whole lot of people. Usually when you're going off on a whole lot of people, then you're just kind of having a moment, right? And sometimes you regret some of the things you said. Well, Olivia, after a couple of days of her rant, realized that she had done something that really wasn't quite right. So she apologized to Brianna Simone because of all of her comments about her weight. We have had enough of this fat shaming thing. But you know what? This FYEMONSTER, she's up there upset because the girl apologized for that, right? You know, when I was a child, if there was a person, a woman coming down the street that was big, let's say she had a real big weight problem, and if either me or either of my two sisters had said something funny or laughed at somebody like that, I don't give a damn if it was an adult or a child or whatever, my mama would have knocked my ass unconscious right there in the street. She would have beat my ass right there in the street. How dare you? And I'm not getting this from FYEMONSTER at all. This woman is damn near 40 years old. And she is over here laughing hysterically about this woman's weight, this fat shaming thing. I'm telling you, people, I really don't like that shit. Now, I'm not innocent, but the people who I insult, like I called the rebel son, the madam and all that, well, he ain't all that ugly, so it ain't that offensive. But if he really did have a face like Quasimodo or some goddamn body, then it would be wrong for me to sit there and make fun of his face, right? We called each other fat, but, you know, we 10 pounds overweight and whatever. But if this girl has really got a weight issue like that, I think it is damn dead wrong to be sitting up here making fun of her weight. Not 40-year-old women, right? So I think from what I can understand from this thing, Olivia started realizing, well, this could be one of my nieces or something. How would I feel if somebody was talking like that to one of my nieces or one of my family members? You know, a lot of people over here laughing, giggling and shit. And if they look at their mamas, they'd be amazed. They get, God damn, she's twice the size, right? We all got big people in our family. Black people don't play games. It ain't funny. It's not funny. And so I thought it was a good thing that Olivia said, well, you know what? Of all the stuff I said, I'm not going over here and kissing all these asses and all this stuff. But I do want to acknowledge that that was wrong. You know, I'm damn near 50 years old. I've got family members. And when I imagine somebody doing that to my child, or what if I have a little girl who's struggling? Right? It's wrong. What Olivia did, I think, was right, the right thing to do. Not because we are trying to say this girl needs pity or anything like that, but it's wrong. You to talk about somebody. It'd be the same thing if you would come on here and every time you try to read me, I'm a faggot. Can I read you without calling you faggot? You see what I'm saying? Some things are just wrong, people. And some people obviously were not taught that. So my concern is that this woman is a mother. This is a mother. She is the one that's supposed to be disciplining this child, that she will never speak to someone like that way. This is the mother. What is she raising? What the fuck is FYEMONSTER raising? That little girl, that poor child, is sitting up there listening to her mama go off and calling people all kind of fat jokes and fat names and talking all this horrible shit. Everybody's a hoe, everybody's a bitch. And she says this shit for hours a day while that girl is sitting in that cheap ass apartment. Well, we all know that these walls in these apartments are paper thin. So she hears every goddamn word her mammy say. And instead of her mammy correcting her when she's wrong, instead of her mammy saying, don't pick on people for things they can't help, their mammy is the one doing it. So my concern is, what does the child do when she goes to school? The mammy already said this was correct. Let's throw rocks at the fat people, or the skinny people, or the black people, the darkies. She's a mess over there, upset. Oh, you did. She called you all kind of fat bitch. Tell her what you said. She's a. Now, I could understand if this is some little undisciplined child. Apparently, Miss FYEMONSTER had a very difficult upbringing. Perhaps the parents weren't always in the home, busy elsewhere, shall we say. I could understand some 12-year-old, but you would call and correct that child, right? But when the 40-year-old mammy is on here doing this shit, girl, it's wrong, nigga. If I have a goddamn big lump on my head, if I have a tumor on my head, don't call me ugly. Don't call me the Loch Ness monster. That's wrong. If you're a regular looking nigga and I just call you names, that's fine. You call me names, I call you names, whatever. But when it's a real issue and the person cannot help the situation, why are you picking on them about that? When there's so much rich conversation. You disagree on almost everything, but it always got to come back to the weight. And FYEMONSTER, you hideous creature. Weren't you a big woman at one time yourself? Do you know what? As you get older, it comes back. It comes back, girl. You will deal with weight again. You don't know it. You ain't lived long enough to know it. But I've lived long enough to see it, honey. If you had dealt with weight as a young person and you have had corrective surgeries, honey, it comes back. You may say you have discipline and you not eating right now and you run around the block 2 or 3 times a day. Miss Thing, can you do that for 40 years? It comes back. Ask Will. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. That name doesn't exist. Hey, people. How y'all doing? Please forgive me, Brianna Simone, for forgetting your name. But, honey, I have gone to my what you call it? When you go get money and forgot my damn PIN number. And you know the white people sitting there, what's he doing? You don't know your own PIN number, girl? That's welcome to 62, honey. Hello, everyone. How you doing, Dee? She just kills me, though. I don't know what the line is, because I got so mad at them bitches for getting all of my business this week. But I mean, it's kind of what you do here. You comment on what the hell is going on. I see Miss Tasha K got a little taste of her own medicine too. Now, I don't know why you Tasha K. I don't know why you think you can go into this woman's life, interviewing all her family members. It's not like she's a big star or something. This is a woman who apparently is living in her car. Now, why are you going with grave emotional problems and issues? She's probably bipolar. Why are you going there thinking you can go in there and tear that woman's life apart, making her look like a piece of shit for the whole goddamn country to see? And she's not going to react. So, I hate to say it, people. She called CPS on her. Apparently, the woman Jaguar Wright called the CPS on this girl, Tasha K. Now, I hate doxing. I'm a person who despises doxing. I think that calling these people CPS and all that is all a part of it. In fact, I was writing about it today. I'm writing about doxing today. I've got my police investigators investigating these people who are doxing, and one of them ended up with a goddamn hatchet in the middle of his head. Anyway, so this girl, Jaguar, called CPS on this girl about her children. How well are your children being taken care of? I don't know why she's so shocked. And what's wrong with that? I mean, considering what you've done with her life, if this woman's got is mentally ill and she's living in her car, what gives you the right to go in there and piss all over her goddamn life and expose all of her deficiencies? It ain't like we're talking about Beyonce here. This is a woman, so what she sees, saying background a little bit. You don't go after people like that. So even though I hate doxing, I said, well, goddamn, I guess she gave her a right hook. How does it feel when somebody goes fucking around in your life? Anyway, it's hard to follow all these stories, people. I just get a little taste. A little taste of these people's business. The dramatics. That was another rain song. What's the other big rain song? I know you can blame it on the rain. I don't know. Just read my book. Did you add a 1 to just read my book? Your name is just read my book 1. Okay. It might be here on the second page. People, what do y'all think about that? I mean, if you have a neighbor, a woman, you know, maybe she has some kind of struggle, whatever. Is it right for a 40-year-old, I'm trying to stay off the B words, a 40-year-old woman on there teasing the person because of something they can't help? They were born with a different genetic than them. If you were born skinny, then you're gonna make fun of fat people the rest of your life? Is that it? But she wasn't born skinny. The FYEMONSTER. No, Lord. You might say that because you can't cook. That's why you ain't got no problem eating. But maintaining that discipline for your rest of your life, no, it doesn't usually happen. People who are out front, like Oprah, people like that, they'll take it off. They'll keep it off because they have an investment in it. Even what's the girl? Monique. These people who are lost weight in the public like that. But if you don't have the public, your income is not dependent on it. You just kind of on your own. Girl, don't assume that your weight issue is over because you sliced a little piece of it out. Same thing that make you laugh will make you cry, honey. You'll find yourself stuck in a room some goddamn where your daughter ain't fucking with you no more because she got to be old enough to walk away. You sitting up some goddamn where and it starts coming back. Or you gonna complain about that? God's gonna get you. It's just wrong. It speaks to your character, honey. I can't imagine a decent person doing shit like that. You should be celebrating that girl. She's able to have to be strong enough to come on here and develop her personality and develop a following. She got to follow all the things you criticize this bitch. She still got more than you. Or catching up with your following, whatever. The numbers are so important to you. How y'all doing? Hey, RJ Supreme. RJ Supreme. I am not almost daily dragging the Fire Monster. I ain't talked about her in a week. I ain't talked to her about nobody. Dragging brightens my day. She likes that's all she does. All she does is sit over and, honey, believe me, she likes the attention, honey. Don't cry for her, Argentina. The truth is, she really likes it. She wants the numbers and the money. Don't count her out now. She needs the AdSense. Let me go, let me go, let me go. What does that mean? It's Uncle Tim. It's like it is. Y'all see over acting a damn fool. See, some of y'all don't understand, honey. I think some of y'all don't understand this this rush for clicks and views, honey. You got to come on here and have something to talk about every single goddamn day, right? That's why there are certain beefs they don't mind maintaining, keeping. Most of them have 5 or 6 people that they'll go back and forth with. They won't cut them off. They won't delete them because they're always talking about. I mean, we're always talking about what that person does. That means we're watching them. We're engaged with them because we find their beef to be fruitful for us, right? So ain't nobody picking on no Fire Monster. She seeks me out. If I'm silent on her for 3 days, she'll come back. She'll come back and she'll start some shit. I just don't understand why she would be upset that Olivia did something that was decent. It was decent of her. That's all. You know what? I apologize for that part. That part was wrong. What's wrong with that? I apologize to several people. If I feel like I've done somebody wrong who did not deserve that, I don't mind apologizing for it, honey. Have some character. Well, what that does to the Fire Monster, she don't realize is that frees everybody up to say and do whatever they want to her because she says it's cool, right? The Fire Monster says everything goes, whatever. Then people will treat her the same way. You see? They don't have no respect for her because she ain't got no respect for nobody. Well, you got no respect for nobody. Nobody. What is to stop people from coming chopping your head off on a daily basis? Nothing. You already said it doesn't matter. You don't give a fuck. Girl. Do I smoke weed? Strong love. No, I don't. Your uncle don't smoke no weed. I don't do no drugs. Now I started out with weed back in 77. And yes, I had a brain like a 90-year-old. I would always say, what am I talking about? You know, that's part of smoking weed. But now I'm just dealing with old age, honey. For some reason, it's been better lately, though. Last year was a mess. I'm going to forget things. Gives your brain farts. Yeah, it's very similar, though, that effect, though. A senior moment. That's right. That's a nice way to say it, honey. I'm just having a moment. Excuse me. What's my name? I'm fixing to cut up. Okay. Okay. Hi, behind the throne. Write it down. You see, I'm going to block you out of respect for Hi, Brianna Simone. I hope I didn't say anything to embarrass you. You know, you don't want to put people on Front Street, you know. But I just had to say that about that FYEMONSTER. She's just a terrible person. She really is an awful person. See, some people, you can't give them shit. Y'all remember, okay, I know y'all all princesses now. Everybody is rich and got it going on. But y'all remember back in the day when y'all first had your children and y'all needed some help, man took off or whatever, and y'all would go down to the welfare office, whatever, get some help, some food stamps or some assistance, whatever. And the girl at the desk, I told you to wait over there. Now, she ain't been off welfare three months herself. But you can't give people power, right? Excuse me? Excuse me? Did I tell you to wait? That's how they would treat you. And so for some reason, the people in charge felt like they would do better to have these kind of people dealing with the public. This is the kind of thing, right? You can't give everybody no kind of power over anybody else. She's like that. Thank you, Brianna. What else is going on, people? They are eating Donald Trump's ass up. Oh, I enjoy it. What's the one I just watched? They was going through all the shit he did wrong. See, now they can finally talk about all the shit he did wrong. And now all of it's coming back to haunt his ass. All the people who want money. All the people who don't want them her living in their state. Him living in Florida. They don't want him there. Then he got all of these senators that he has dogged them all out, honey. He had them all going around in rooms kissing his ass in front of the whole world. Oh, Mr. Trump. Oh, Mr. Trump. Oh, that hair. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh, you're the greatest president that ever lived. Oh, you've done more for black people than anybody in history. Oh, Mr. Trump. They had to kiss his ass for 4 months. And he made them kiss every part of his asshole. And now they're free. So they're starting to turn on his ass. Impeached twice. Then they even question, why was he ever in office? It made no sense to him to ever even be in office. So he'll be entertainment on the back burner for, I don't know, another year or so. As they crucify him. You think I'm funny, strong love? If I was one big chica. Yep, she got it cut out, honey. She contemplating getting it cut out again. I don't know. We talked about her so bad, she might have changed her mind. She said she was going to come on here when she won the $5,000. She going to get her some new titties. She going to get them things high and lifted up, baby. I guess she going to get them pulled back and stitched or something. She said she going to get her titties done. She going to get her stomach done again. And then, so that says she's obsessive. Now she can turn to Michael Jackson. And she going to get her new veneers, she say. I know some of the people over there in Babe Nation would say, but goddamn, can I get my $200? If you're doing all that, girl, plus you bought your new car and a hair company, and people are starting to say, girl, did you pay to get on the show? Because if people are paying to get on show, you did kind of come out of nowhere and brought an entourage with you. Did you give show some of that money? She don't answer that shit, honey. Oh, you live in the Vida Loca. Is it called the Vida Loca? Whatever. High on the hog. High on the damn hog. If I can't talk with those floppy milkshakes. And I always want to show them off, girl. Why you got all these naked thumbnails and stuff? 40-year-old mother. Sit your ass down somewhere, girl. You think you look sexy? Who are you sexy for, FYEMONSTER? If your audience is 95% women and the rest of them is queens, who in the hell are you supposed to be showing them titties to? Keep it real. If there are no straight men around, what the fuck? Who are you showing them to, honey? Why you need the lingerie on and all this? Oh, look at me in my underwear. Oh, I'm sexy. She even put all that on the website. Oh, everybody got to be naked. Nasty. Nasty woman. Body shaming people. Talk to her brain, honey. God damn. Didn't you learn nothing from Oprah? It ain't about the outside, honey. Wait a minute. Behind the throne. I'm sitting sideways in my chair. Is it moving sideways? Child, I could throw this guy. If I didn't pay so much money for it, I guess it's doing all right. But this whole chair, the bottom is gone, honey. And they still haven't sent me the seat. So I'm going to have to reinforce the damn seat myself. I got to do it myself. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Because if they send me the seat for this chair and I still weigh 250 pounds, what's the difference? Am I going to get a week or two for breaks again? So they're going to send me the seat to go. The chair itself is perfect, right? But the piece of wood is broke under the bottom. So when they give me another one, they said they're going to send me a seat. I got to take that one and I got to go to this wood cover a couple blocks from here and make me an identical seat like that. And then I got to put them together to reinforce it. I might even throw a metal strap or something. I got to get creative. I'm so is leaning to the left. Get with the dragon. Who am I? Behind the throne, we can't just go out and just dragging people. They have done anything to us, girl. That's not right. That's not nice. Oh, 5 babe milkshake sit in her lap. She probably somebody had to tell her, a 40-year-old woman, how to go and get a decent bra. You know, the titties change. When she first came on, they were sitting, we didn't even see the cleavage or nothing because the titties starting were here and they were way down there, girl. And then somehow or other, she got them lifted up. So I don't know if she's already had this work that she wants to get done on them, but they've been looking better because she's been wearing these sports bra kind of things, right? But somebody had to tell her about that on here. She didn't know nothing about that. 5 Babe came on YouTube as a booger bear. And she slowly started getting herself together. So when you get yourself together, bring people up. Don't push them down, honey. Right? That's what's so bad about racism. People are blaming you for something you have nothing to do with. You're just born. A lot of people hate you just because you were born. They don't like your skin color. They don't like your size. They don't like you, honey. And it ain't got nothing to do with you. You haven't done anything to anybody. Right? So since this is an intellectual exercise, argue with people with their brain, honey. Be so physical. And when people are talking about people's weight and stuff like that, think about your parents. Think about your mom. You know, you got some big asses, girl. I'm from the church. I know. As we get older, and a lot of these women have to have babies, honey. We a lot of big people. But it's not just us, though. Sometimes I used to think, well, it's black people got all this weight problem, and a lot of it's the women. But when you go to the suburbs and go to Walmart, it's not just us, honey. America has got a problem with weight. America. Now, I've been going to, before this corona thing hit, I was going to the gym every other day for the last 12 years. Do you know how much of my stomach I lost? It is what it is, honey. All I can do is do my best. You just steroids 3.5. I think it was just ignorant to make weight jokes. Anyone can become overweight. It's just like especially if you're black people. I mean, if you're a black woman, why are you doing that? I mean, why are you doing that really? Picking on people because of their weight. How does it make that person feel even? You don't even care? What if people, should we be picking on, and then you get so pissed off because people have all this colorism and all that. You know, everybody's in this struggle to be better than somebody else. So what, you were born with light skin? What did it have to do with you? You didn't do anything to have light skin. You know what I'm saying? People talk about your color. They talk about you. Oh Lord. But there should be some kind of line, and she's just so proud of it, just screaming that shit out. What kind of child is she raising? I mean, really, seriously, how is that child going to interact with other people? Particularly if she's small. She's been seen her mama do this for years. It's got to be okay, right? Mama does it. I know my mama would slap my goddamn teeth out of my mouth if I set up her and disrespected somebody that way. Nigga, I better not ever see you do no shit like that again, ever. She dragged Bama and expects forget. So they got another beef now. So I guess Bama done spoke up now and went after the fire monster. Is that what happened? I can't watch all the videos, people. That's too time consuming. I don't know. I just don't know, honey. Yeah, Fire Monster said she's gonna get her some veneers too. For what? All this shit you gonna do, what is it for, Fire Monster? Who gonna see it? You just living in your one-bedroom apartment, girl. There is no show. Child, call up Sean Bradley and said, listen, can I get any of that money back? See, we know that your people are trying to get their money back. But now we're starting to wonder, girl, did you pay that boy? Did you give Sean Bradley some money? Because a lot of us were wondering, well, who was that interested in YouTube beefs? I mean, it's just a bunch of screaming and hollering, right? Who? And then we found out, oh, shit, this is all Club Chat money. They the ones that paid the money in. Oh, there are no investors, right? So we're trying to figure out now, this is all going on right when she was having the fication, right? And she had all that money, the $20,000 at the time, when she suddenly got added to the cast. And Fire Monster, stop kissing Sean Bradley's ass. That is so disgusting, the way you oh, Sean said this. Oh, Sean said that. Oh, she said that to Sean. Oh, she said, girl, it is so disgusting. Have some character, girl. Have some character. It looks so disgusting. Her sitting up here kissing Sean Bradley. What is it about Sean Bradley that is so interesting even? They talking about us. They talking about us. That's what he says. That shit, that motherfucker. That's it. Bathtubs full of enemas and talking about the inside of your asshole. And I mean, what is it, girl? It looks so bad because I said, well, why is she so enamored with Sean Bradley? There's nothing there. Oh, because he's part of the show. So some of us would be glad. We'll say, well, fuck it. Let him take her. Let them all get taken. Thank you, Tara. No, Terja. Mm-hmm. Von Trail. You done told me your name several times. You even sounded out for me. Mm-hmm. Thank you for such super chat. I like it. Look at that chicken. Was that a funky chicken? She got a funky chicken dancing in there. Mm-hmm. I hope no perv has into that. Oh Lord. Yeah, let's hope. Let's continue to hope, honey. The 5 months. I don't know. She says she's not a hoe, but how does she explain this thing with Eric Kane? If you ain't never turned no tricks, what the fuck was that? Do strangers just come up and give women $50,000? You say $50,000, whatever. Did they just do that for anybody without getting no nookie or nothing, no fingering? What the fuck? Girl. If that ain't tricking, I don't know what tricking is. So there are many ways to trick, honey. Some of these young girls, they 21 years old and their husband is 80. The fuck you call tricking? It all depends on what you call tricking. Mm-hmm. Let me see. What else is going on? Are you driving, Redbone? Is it raining all you guys' place? Well, it's strange because the weather could be great in one part of the country and then this internet changes everything, doesn't it? It could be raining in one city and then snowing in the next. Check out Regina's fat shaming videos. Okay. Shell Whitfield says, check out Regina's fat shaming videos. Okay, I wasn't aware of them. Thanks for the super chat, Shell. I will. The VBK. Mm-hmm. Thank you, the BBK. Thank you for super chat. Now, what you have? You have a dancing kitty cat? Oh, that's a karate kitty cat? These little emojis they put on there. Thank you, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's limits, people. I mean, you can still have character and still beef if you want to. I mean, is there a way to discuss things with people without just going so physical? There's got to be. It's just terrible, though. You talk about people, people shame about HIV and all that, and then they lay it up in the hospital with unknown diseases. You know how many diseases there are that are incurable? You know how many people die from cancer every goddamn year, honey? You sit up here making fun of people when they have a disease. You don't know what you're going to have next year. You do not know what disease you will end up with, honey. Most of society will end up with some kind of cancer in their body when they die, when they autopsy their body. Right? Something come and take your ass out. Then how you going to feel later? You done talked about people for having disease, and now you laid up with disease. Well, how does that make you feel? Baby, please be quiet. My little monster. He got to walk in the rain today. You can blame it on the rain. She was calling him Gacy. She was calling him Gacy last year. Oh, she's so disgusting. That's disgusting people. No character at all, honey. But it's just about getting online every damn day. You got to have somebody to beef with. You got to have somebody to talk about. You got to go do something. Or you can go and do celebrity news. I don't find celebrity news all that interesting to me. I mean, people, the main reason why we're not doing as much celebrity, because nobody's doing anything. Most of these people that we're talking about, they're sitting at home just like we are. They can't work. They can't go to someplace and have a concert with 50,000 people. No, that's so they ain't doing nothing. That's why we ain't talking about them so much. But yeah, this sector is a unique experience. It's more fun. It's more interactive than just jumping in with these celebrities. Quarters roast bring gags in the sector because only 12% of the folks here know how to give a damn good read roast and gag. I hear you, Lady Knuckles. I honestly hate 3/4 of the roast and gags in this sector because they're like 12% of the folks on here know how to give a damn good read, roast, and a gag. Mm-hmm. You can roast them 2 or 3 times a year, but trying to roast the same people every day is hard, honey. They ain't doing nothing every day, are they? Squeenie, they call you. Where you at? You see he come? What you doing, Daddy? What do you need me for? Hi, Squeenie. What you doing? I hate I give him a little bad haircut. He gonna get it. I made his appointment. It's time for him to get another groom job. Okay, I understand. Y'all something else, y'all. Y'all are something else. Let me see. Watch what I read. I talk about some of them. Who was that? That madam. I saw him on there that he was just tearing people up. I said, God damn, I ain't got to feel bad about what I said about him. He says things that are 8, 9 times worse than I said. So if you give what you get what you get. But what I'm saying about the FYEMONSTER is the reason why people have no problem talking all up under her clothes and things, because she's so damn disrespectful. Nobody's going to respect you because you don't respect nobody. And that's basically it. Most of these women on here, people, I'm not going to come here and talk about your breast. That is disgusting. Why am I talking about somebody's breast? But it's okay with her because that's what she does all day. She's a fire monster, a creature of the night. You insulted him behind the throne. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we talk a lot, we're mad and whatever, and we'll say things we regret. You should be able to tell what that is. You should be able to just tell it just by your own personal character. For her sitting up here going after Brianna that way, she's got to realize at some point how wrong it is. But the kind of characters that she is playing to, I guess they enjoy that as well. That's because they're sitting at home behind a screen and no one is looking at the size of their asses. Right? Right? People, we all know, honey, a lot of times we are amused by people who have the same issues as we do. Look at how much I talk about the boyang and the drug addicts. That girl, wasn't I a primary drug addict for 17 years? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, honey. Did y'all buy your wigs from the Fire Monster? She says she's so busy, night from sun up to sundown. But what do? You lick the stamp and put it on there and send it to the people, right? Okay, Regina Show. I got to check out your fat shaming videos. I haven't spoken a lot about that, but it just bothers me with certain people. Because I think it's just hurtful, unnecessarily hurtful, especially when you're talking about all the same people and there's so much material there. Can't you go brain to brain? Okay, Rhonda McGee. Rick Reed said she paid money to get on the show. Lotus Flower paid. That's why there is no show. That's right. That is my understanding as well, McGee. That came out just recently, last week, that they have actually paid money. The people, first they let it slip out on a phone call by Hottie Fly that some people on the show had paid for the show, right? Then we start putting it together. Well, hell, if one of them did, surely there are others. And then somebody came out with a list and saying how much people actually paid to be on the show. And something like Dee Ramsey paid $9,000. And the other, that leprechaun, she paid $6,000. I said, well, goddamn, there are no investors. This is just some internet fantasy of Sean Bradley's. And I would be willing to bet that Fire Monster did it as well. Because why would he let her do if nobody else was? If everyone else was involved in the show, why would she be an exception? Right? Because the only ones really left are the ones in Club Chat, the ones who paid. And basically, they're all going to be ripped off because there's going to be no show. You're not professionals. You can't. Sean Bradley producing a show. Come on. And then the other lady, Ty, I guess she's involved in this thing. I got the name wrong last. Is it LL Cool J or no, the other guy? Master P, I think. One of them guys are invested with one of the designers at Tesla to make a new car company. Well, if she's doing that and they're developing the company, she's probably got a full-time job doing that. And they say she is involved with Tony Braxton as her manager and so forth. That woman has moved on. She's doing other things now, right? They took the little money they were able to get from Club Chat. Sean Bradley, this was his dream or whatever. And then they spent it. That was it. If they're going to have some more show, they got to come up with some more mo. That's my feeling on it. Since they want to keep everything a secret, we have to keep on guessing. We want us to stop guessing, tell the damn truth then. Mouth is all dry. Let me see. It's an investment group, all right. They're their investment group. When they were there, Club Chat was all in the house before the shooting. They did the shooting, and after that, the whole house filled up with more Club Chat. So When first we practice to deceive. Oh, what a tangle web we weave. Master P. I don't know what his involvement is. Bradley was showing a picture of them together. That ain't saying nothing about this show. Shit. If I'm working with $1 million deals, I'm getting figure salaries. I ain't got time you sit over here playing around with this bullshit. So we don't know all the people involved. That's the good thing about writing, right? There's some writers in here. When you write a book, it's just you. When you write a book, from cover to cover, it's you, whatever you want to put into it, right? It's your project. Now, it may not break the revenue or anything, but it's a different experience when you have all these people involved in a project to make it happen. When you see a movie, do you see 10 minutes worth of credits coming down at the beginning and at the end, and all these hundreds of people involved in making this show that goes on for 90 minutes? It's a different experience than sitting down and doing something on your own, writing your own, doing your own thing. So that's what I like about writing. Now, I would love for it to pay more, but a lot of these other stuff, it ain't gonna pay. Look at the people they are competing with, honey. You spending 60,000, and the other people they sitting spending 600,000, $1.5 million. They making movies what, $20 million. So you're competing with all those people to get some airtime. I think I would have respected it more if you said, well, we're going to do an internet show and just had a show on here, like one of these web shows, and start there. Something you could actually make happen. Minimum investment is $25K. Who is in the minimum investment? What happened? Oh, Lord, have mercy. What else going on? Let me see. Make my chat a little bigger. Make it a little bit bigger. Uncle Tim, check out Miss Regina's exercise videos. She had exercise videos too? I haven't even been to your channel, I don't think, Miss Regina. Regina Show. Regina Show. She said, oh, no, honey, just one show. The Regina Show. You have exercise spandex too? And get my big ass into spandex, honey. I don't know, my weight. I got a belly. The first thing they talk about, oh, his big belly. Oh, his belly got the room before him and all this kind of shit. But it hasn't really changed much, I don't think. I guess you have to see. I don't know. I don't think I've gained that much weight. I don't know. I got a belly when I started Corona, and I got the same amount. That's why I don't know if I'm going back to the gym or not, because I don't see any difference. It's just my weight, honey. Delusions and confusion. The investment group consists of 5 people. That's for the show. Some girls ain't got no 25,000 each, do they? Or is that's for the whole collective? Well, they could have made it work. I mean, look at Tyler Perry. Hell, he had an idea for a show. He made his little show. One of the richest black people in the United States. One of the biggest, certainly the biggest studio, not only in Atlanta, but in the country. So all that started with his show. So if you can make a show successful, but I think Ty might have miscalled it by involving certain people. I don't know. The Corona came in and fucked up everything. So. Ponzi scheme. Y'all talking about a whole different kind of investment group. I don't know what that is. Oh, thank you, Shell Whitfield. You think I'm handsome? Well, thank you. Too late now. I'm too old now. I'm tall. I'm 6 feet. I would stand up and show you the belly, but I know they'd be all over the internet in an hour. Oh, look at his tummy, look at his tummy. Look at your face, bitch. Oh, excuse me. That's just a little salt and sugar. Your same weight. Yeah, I think you, Lady Knuckles. You think we have just a base kind of weight? I can't say certain names, but certain people look like they've reached their equinox or whatever their regular weight is. When I broke this damn chair, though, it gave me pause. I said, "God damn, I never broke a chair before." But my pants, usually that's how you can tell if you gain or lost weight, right? Because your pants fit different. My pants are actually looser. And maybe I'm not going out to restaurants and eating good anymore either, So that could contribute. Trisha 1. Tyler is talented and handsome. There is a difference in just collecting money and putting homemade looking folks in front of the camera. Yes, you have to have talent. That's the big question about show. They say, well, what is it exactly? I mean, Tyler Perry, he put together this slapstick kind of show. It's kind of a minstrel show, but it was hysterical. I remember the first time I saw one of his plays, I just knew he was going to be very successful. It was so funny. I sat there and just laughed, right? But that's because he's a talented person. And these are all actresses and talented singers, people involved in the show. But just to take regular people, just to take D. Ramsey and put on for the camera. What do you do, dear? He thinks that all that hollering and screaming is entertaining. I think you have to be able to understand what people are saying, honey. It's fine for on here. I mean, basically, this thing we do on here in the beef sector, it already is a show. Homemade looking. Well, they had a woman there putting makeup on them. There's certain people there they had to double up. Put some more makeup on her. They had to soften the edges on a few of them, honey. But when I was there, it sure seemed real, though. I mean, the people who were involved. I still think that my guess was those guys that were the film crew were students, film students. Atlanta has all those black colleges and so forth because they were all black and they were all young, very young guys. So it looked like some were teaching other ones how to do things. They might have been students, which is fine. I mean, it's Atlanta, the new Hollywood. They put makeup on corpses. Lord, some people clean up better than other people. You women, y'all got it made though, because y'all ain't got to be all that. And then if you have a certain amount of style, you can do also. But I mean, a man can't go around putting them all this makeup and stuff on. We wake up and wash our face. Hopefully, we're clean, and that's about it. But a woman can do so much with hair, with makeup, and clothing, and all this stuff. You don't have to be. You can, whatever. Y'all see how these people like Oprah, when they get that money, how good they look. Their biology hasn't changed, right? Anyway, what I say all that for? Yeah, but I guess a reality show doesn't require talent. But I would say that those girls on Real Housewives and all that, they have a degree of talent. These Nene Leakes and all these kind of people, they're entertaining. There is so much talent. Yeah, it takes the right person to bring it out, though, honey. I'm sure, like, if Tyler Perry wanted to do the show, I'm sure he'd do a beautiful job with it. He's a professional. He can come in here and whoop this thing together in 2 weeks. A lot of his shows, they kind of seem like they were done short period of time. But imagine this idea done by somebody like Tyler Perry. You know, he has the resources. He can make it happen. He's made it happen many, many times, you know. Makeup, hair, clothes. Or even at Todrick Hall. Look at all those productions he puts on. Fighting and arguing is not talent, especially when you're trying to do it on a Zoom and you got all the windows open and the people supposed to be controlling the damn thing don't even know how to moderate. You moderate something, you let one person talk, okay, turn it off. Let the other person say something, okay, turn that off. Then let them talk so you can hear what they have to say. Instead of just opening it all up and then just screaming, hollering, yelling at each other, you can't even hear what the hell they're saying. And then call that read. Ooh, she read you. Ooh, she talked over me. That's not reading me, honey. Reading me is looking at my life, right? Highlighting the details of my life. That's reading a person. I'm reading you like, oh, you're a book, honey. This is what you are. This is your personality characteristics. I can read you. Days where the only thing. I mean, I go back and forth with people. I don't mind reading these hoes if they do that to me. If we were sparring kind of thing, but I don't believe in going picking on people. If someone is a mongoloid, you don't go and pick on them because they're a mongoloid, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Type in. Trisha, you wonderful example, sis. Mm-hmm. Hi, Almond Brown. What you doing? You reading another James? I sent you to James Caldwell. You reading all his books. Now, I like that one you're going to start now. I think you said you're going to read his series now, right? Topaz. I like that series. I reviewed that whole series. So, is that what you're doing now, Almond Brown? Okay, I hope you get back to one of mine too eventually. It's fun to hear other people read. And that's one way thing I've fallen off with is reading. Every night I go to bed, one of you guys told me that I could get Agatha Christie audiobooks on YouTube. So I've been using them to go to bed. But every night I can use the same book because I don't think I make it past a chapter. I don't remember what I read or anything. So I need to take some time and actually read sitting up. Yes, Loving Topaz. I'll start that one this Monday. Okay. So Almond Brown will be reading James Caldwell's book, Loving Topaz, which is, I believe, is a 3-part series. You should start that on Monday. Yeah, I think you'll like that a lot. I enjoyed this series. Mm-hmm. Just seeing with this. Which one? Oh, you'll be busy with that one for a while, but which one is next? Let me see. Well, the best novel is the big novel, but it's a big novel. It's 400 pages. But any of them is cool, you know. I think most people on here done read Meth Monster because I've sold so many copies. I've sold like 6,000 something copies of Meth Monster. So maybe people are already familiar with that story. But Love and Gospel Music is probably the best book. It is a good book, but it's a long book. So you can decide. You can get little samples on YouTube. Hopefully, I'll be through with this one. I'm about to approach chapter 4 on this new novel. That's still a ways off, but you know, we'll have to see. So the one you read was Epiphany. The next one is called Muse. Yeah, Muse. And then the last one is called The Label. The Label is a haunted label. Of course, I'm prejudiced, Almond Brown, so I don't know. But that's the order of them. You can find the order of them on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Oh, you love reading anyways? Okay. I'll wait my turn. Meth monster, you hideous creature. So they all amused because he said what the rebel son said. Oh, meth monster calling someone else a monster. Honey, I call everything wrong. Meth was definitely a monster for me. There's all kind of monsters. There's crack monsters. Actually, I took that name from here they used to call people who do smoke crack monsters, right? So rock monsters. Oh, they call them rock monsters. So I used to use meth, but you can use anything in its place. Whatever the monster is, honey. If you got a man that beats you, that's a monster, right? So I call a whole lot of things monsters, honey. That Donald Trump, that's a monster. Something ungodly in there. Okay. But yeah, y'all gonna like this new book. I guess I could do novellas, but we have to see. We have to see how it develops. But it's about the beef sector. It was inspired by you guys suggesting that I write about show. But I said, well, show really is only interesting to a few people who know about it, right? But this whole experience, this whole beef sector, this whole doxing thing, it could be very interesting. So I chose to do a murder mystery because it feels like sometimes these people, whatever. Let's call it a murder fantasy. Mm-hmm. These people have so many enemies, they got to figure out who the hell killed him. You say a lot of them, she should have killed him. Oh, he should have, But writing, it's just a fun thing to do if you can sit there and do it. And I've discovered that I'm only writing like a paragraph a day. But as long as you're adding to it every single day, it becomes like somebody just made the reference yesterday is saying that it was like having a hobby like knitting or quilting or something like that, right? Just something you enjoy doing for the thrill of doing it, creating the story, being creative, right? So yeah, I'm starting to really enjoy that. And in fact, I did a whole page today, and then now I've come to a place where, because at first it was everybody was in their own places, right? Because it was just like YouTube, where like I'm here, but we don't have any personal interaction. But now, since the murder investigation has started, they have dialogue, and my writing is basically I love to write dialogue, so it's coming in a lot more now, a lot faster, because people are actually interacting with each other face to face, mostly detectives and things like that. But Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't read like I used to though. I mean, there was a period, I started reading when I went to prison the first time, San Quentin. I had never read a book from page to page in my entire life. That includes even in school, you have to read, right? I'd never written a book. I just never occurred to me to sit down and read a book. But when you're in prison, you ain't got nothing else to do. So if you don't have a television, you read. So people become avid readers in there. Everybody's trading all these books. And I'm not the only one with that experience, But I loved reading then. It was, I just enjoy reading. And then when I got out, when I was about to write my own books, I was reading, but I wouldn't read in the same genre that I was writing in. But I used to listen to all of my audiobooks at the gym and stuff like that. But it comes in waves, what do you call it? Flows. It comes and goes, honey. There might be a time where I start reading again. I have a Kindle here. I bought this damn Kindle. My old one stopped working. I bought this Kindle. I'm telling you the truth. I have not opened the damn Kindle. That was $100-something. Kindle Fire, because when I used to volunteer and so forth, I would have like my own television there, my own books there. I could read there. I could read on the way there. But since I'm not going anywhere, it doesn't make sense for me to sit here with this handheld thing when I have a big screen there and I have a computer here. So I haven't even used it. I have started listening to audiobooks though to go to sleep, and that works. There are a lot of them on here for free. Mm-hmm. All right, my darlings. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Been such a long time since I saw you. Tell me, how long has it been? I'm so glad to see you, 'cause I really love you. You are my only friends. You for me, and me for you. Oh, listen, baby. That's for my haters. They're going to send me a note. Would you stop singing, please? I can't stand it with you. Goodbye, people. Thanks for coming in.